Hello everyone, it's me again, and the last video I did was from Mecca from the hotel room. Today we're actually in Mina, and we're going to spend one night here in a tent, so you can see a view of what the various tents look like. It's more like the cabins and hotel rooms. It's very nice decorations you can see. And as we look into one of the cabins where I'm staying, you can see people sitting on couches which actually turn into beds, and that's where we sleep. And it's very nicely air conditioned as well, so I can't complain. The Saudi heat is about 45 degrees. So from Mecca we came to a place called Aziziya before we came to Mina. So we were in the apartment blocks, and we were hosted by this group, the United Group, which is a very big conglomerate in Bangladesh, and a highly diversified set of businesses they have, ranging from education, healthcare, power distribution, retail assets, supermarkets, you name it. But what underpins all of that as a foundation is their commitment to CSR, corporate social responsibility, which is a big thing everywhere. And at the pinnacle of that is their great service they're providing for us as guests. So I met with the owners of the United Group, and they are extremely humble, and the absolute humility they have, and looking after us, the Hajjis or the pilgrims, has been absolutely phenomenal. So if you're a Bangladeshi in the part of the diaspora and you have dual citizenship, I would highly recommend you come to Bangladesh and use the United Group for the Hajj package if you are contemplating Hajj next year. I'm not being paid by them, but they have been exemplary in their service, so that's why I'll give them a plug. Now, so you saw in the tents, one of the tents where we're staying, all the men are there and the women are in the other cabin. And tomorrow we're going to stay under the night sky, actually, in the open, so that's going to be very interesting. So far the whole experience has been really interesting, and you're wondering why am I wearing the two pieces of white cloth. So men, they have to wear two pieces of white cloth, is to denote equality between everyone, so regardless of background. Whether someone's rich or poor, whichever culture, nationality you come from, we're all equal in the sight of God, and that's what it's meant to denote. So a sense of humility that comes on us. So yeah, so far, as I said, it's been really interesting, living in a communal space, and then tomorrow out in the open, so it should be quite interesting. And this is the area just outside the tent compound. I think people just chilling out before we go to a place called Muzdalifah tomorrow, where we will spend the night under the night sky. Alright then, so until my next video, blessings from Mina to all of you and your family. Take care, bye. Hello from Arafat, I hope you're well, and today is the day of Arafat, is the most important day of Hajj, but it's also reminded by my daughter that it's actually the most important day of the Islamic calendar. So what happened on Mount Arafat on this day? Well, it was the day where Prophet Muhammad, he did his last sermon. So you can see behind me, I mean, people in my group from Bangladesh, they're praying, and this is a day of contemplation and prayer, the day of forgiveness and mercy. So we are facing towards Mecca to ask for forgiveness, and obviously I'm praying for my family members and for all of you as well. Whoever's watching this video, you and your families, and hope that God blesses you. So we'll be on our way to a place called Muzdalifah, and what I really liked about today was this electrifying spiritual experience on this day, but also the middle of June coincides with the Jewish pilgrimage festival. So it's another pilgrimage festival called the Shavuot. So happy Shavuot to my Jewish friends. And that actually commemorates the revelation of the Torah on Mount Sinai. So the beginning of the revelation of the Torah on Mount Sinai, and Mount Arafat, that commemorates the ending of the Quranic revelation. So this is an amazing alignment of stars in this year, and I think that's quite significant for me, because it's coincidence, and it's an alignment of Jewish and Muslim values that really do align, and there's a lot that unites both peoples. And tomorrow will be Eid, so you'll be aware that there is an Eid festival after Ramadan. So that happened a few months ago. That's the first Eid. Tomorrow will be the second Eid, and that commemorates the sacrifice that Prophet Abraham was going to make. So this is a story that's in the Torah and also in the Quran, where Abraham was asked by God to sacrifice his son. And of course, all the three Abrahamic religions do not believe in human sacrifices, so this was just a test to test his loyalty to the Creator. And as he was about to sacrifice his son, the son turned into a goat or a ram, again, that was sacrificed. So the act of sacrificing the goats will happen tomorrow, and the meat is actually distributed to the poor people. And Abraham, I think, is the confluence, is the progenitor of the Abrahamic prophets, the Jewish prophets, and also Prophet Muhammad. And I think when we put into context what's happening in the Middle East, the solution is actually Abraham, okay, and the common values that we have. And I'll just explain about the alignment of the pilgrimage festivals with Judaism and Islam. So the tools are there for people to unite. There doesn't need to be any wars, and I hope and I pray that there is peace in that region and everywhere in the world where there are conflicts and poverty and human rights abuses. So again, I end with peace be with you, to your families, whoever's watching. And tonight we'll be going to a place called Muzdalifah, where we're going to sit, not just sit, but actually sleep under the stars, which will be quite interesting. And the whole experience has been really good. It's a bit like camping. I think the first time I went camping, well, actually the last time I went camping was in 1988, as part of a geography field trip. But this is a mega global geography field trip. You can see people from all over the world, whatever race, gender, culture, nationality, they're all here in their droves, literally in their millions. And it's about diversity of mankind, the unity in diversity. We talk about diversity and inclusion in corporations, which is very positive, and I've run a few of those sessions about bringing people together, achieving understanding about people's values, religions, cultures, etc. But this is the personification, the enactment of diversity and inclusion. It's diversity and inclusion in action. And I explained yesterday why men have to wear two white pieces of cloth. It's to denote equality, so no one will know who's rich or who's poor. And we enter the tent that I've been staying in for the last day. The pilgrims, they're saying a few prayers, but they're getting ready to leave and go to this place called Muzdalifah, where we're going to sleep in the open sky. Hello, assalamu alaikum, and peace be with you. And in my last video I made that from Arafat, to talk about the significance of the day of Arafat, what happened with the commemoration of the last revelation, the Quran. And we come to a place called Muzdalifah, and you can see some groups behind me, and if you do a 360 scan, you see literally hundreds of thousands of people are going to sleep here tonight under the night sky. And in Hajj, normally 2 million people actually come every year, so we probably have 2 million people right here. And you see families with their child spread out, and some are praying, some are sleeping, and eating as well. So it's like a camping. So what I wanted to say was that there's one of the Quranic verses, chapter 22, verse 27. It says, "And proclaim that the people shall observe Hajj pilgrimage. They will come to you walking or riding on various exhaustive means of transportation. They will come from the furthest locations." So you can see people coming from the furthest locations of the world. And as I said before, this is diversity in action. And I think it makes sense to end with one of my favorite, actually the favorite verse of the Quran, chapter 49, verse 13. It says, "O mankind, we created you from a single pair of a male and a female, and made you into nations and tribes, that you may know each other and not despise each other. Verily, the most honoured amongst you in the sight of God is he who is most righteous. God is all-knowing, all-aware." And I quoted this verse actually at the Conservative Party conference in 2001, and this verse was also quoted by the ex-Prime Minister Theresa May at the Conservative Party conference in 2018. So this verse happens to be a favourite amongst Muslims and non-Muslims, because I think that verse is an antidote to extremism, and we see religious extremism, we're seeing political extremism, we're seeing extremism in all forms, division, and we have to do what we can to try and unite people. Mankind, despite its diversity, is one. So it's been a fascinating experience. I want to thank my wife's nephew, Swad, for taking this video and a couple of other videos. And again, thanks to the United group from Bangladesh that hosted us and made this possible. So with that in mind, to all of you who are listening through Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, peace and blessings be upon you and your family. Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you. Take care, bye. Okay, hi, so we're at the Aziziya apartments hosted by United, so quite a comfortable place and being looked after very, very well. So this is the main lobby here. And over here is the communal dining. So we're looked after 3 times a day. This is the men's area, and over there is the women's area. And so which part of the Hajj did I like the most? Well, let me show you, follow me. It was when I saw one of the pilgrims arriving in style in a Dodge Charger. Okay, so this was amazing, as you can see in the video clip next to this one. So I think all pilgrims should arrive in supercars like this. So it's quite funny to watch. This belongs to another hotel. But joking aside, the real, I think the most important part for me during the Hajj was the day of Arafat yesterday. That's what I mentioned. So it was a day of spiritual regrowth, you could say, connection with the Creator, looking at oneself and trying to be a better person, but also praying for everyone, for you, your families. One thing I forgot to tell you was that during the Eid day, the second Eid, during Hajj, most of the men actually shave off their hair. Okay, so it is actually a very highly recommended ritual to shave off the hair. I decided not to do that. I just trimmed my hair, and the reason is very simple, that I'll be joining a new company very soon, so I don't want to have to keep on saying that I'm actually not bald. I do have hair, but I had to, obviously, the part of the ritual, I had to shave it off. So
Understand? Do you understand?
Sorry.
I don't want to keep on saying that, so just to keep it simple, so it's the palaces of the Saudi royal family, so here in Aziziya, on the outskirts of Mecca. And this will be my final video, so I hope you've enjoyed the video clips that I made the last couple of weeks from Medina, from Haram, from Mecca, from the plains of Arafat, and also from the Muzdalifah where we slept under the night sky, and from Mina in tents, and now from Aziziya. So I want to wish all of you who are watching, Muslims and non-Muslims, peace and blessings to all of you, your families, success in your careers, in your businesses, or whatever you're doing in your lives. I hope to God that you and your families are successful, and also blessings in this life and in the hereafter, if you do believe in the hereafter. So, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be with you, and goodbye from Saudi Arabia. Bye.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على